Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass 2, 2013, brought to us by Jeff Wadlow. This is the sequel to Kick-Ass, based on the comic book, the same name. This one, it takes place shortly after the events of Kick-Ass number 1. We have Hit Girl, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, who is trying to adjust to basically like a normal life. She promised her, her new dad, after Big Daddy died, the last with her new dad, the cop friend of her father that she's living with, that she would give up this whole hit girl thing. We have Kick-Ass himself. He is still trying to do kind of the superhero thing as well. And you have this whole, underground movement of superheroes that has sprung up. Other people who are taking on the mantle to fight crime. I like Jim Carrey in this. He's not the typical Jim Carrey. It's not a recognizable Jim Carrey where he does a really good job in this, playing the role he does as one of the other superheroes. And you've got a few others in there as well. You've got the guy from Scrubs, Donald, is it Faison? Played one of the superheroes along with a couple others. You got like Night Bitch, and you've got, I think he's Captain Gravity. So you get, to see more characters. Then you've got Chris D'Amico, the motherfucker, the villain, the son of the villain from the first one, who wants revenge, and he calls himself the motherfucker, and he surrounds himself by basically going, I'm rich, and he hires basically hired thugs to be his crew, his army, whatever you want to call it, so he can get his revenge on Kick-Ass. And the movie kind of follows along with that whole revenge plot going on, as well as Kick-Ass himself trying to become a better hero, along with Hit Girl, trying to blend back into and have a normal childhood, a normal life. I liked the movie for the most part. There's a couple bits where I think it faltered a bit. There's some good acting scenes. Mother Russia, who, aside from looking like Kurt Russell in drag, I thought was a brilliant character. I mean, she was a brutal, vicious villain, and I liked the way that character was done. The final fight scene was kind of, I'm not going to spoil that much of it, but just parts of it, it wasn't, it was what I feared it was going to be, where it was kind of cheesy, kind of cornball. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. It was a fun movie. I think we got to see a little bit of growth with the characters a bit. There's, emotion, there's action, you've got all that stuff going on. I don't think it was as good as the first one. On a scale of 1 to 10, the first one, you had, the jetpack with the minigun and, Hit Girl taking out, 40 fucking gangsters in an apartment. This is more like, a pogo stick with a shotgun. Yeah, that's still kind of cool, but it's not, apartment full of gangsters wiped out and a jetpack with a minigun. It's just a pogo stick with a shotgun, which logistically would be, you'd fucking fall on your ass if you shoot the thing. But still, pogo stick, shotgun, it's kind of cool. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I don't think it was as good as the first one, but, it was still a fun movie. I still had a good time. I want to see what they're going to do with it, if they're going to keep going with it. I don't like the whole endless sequel, progression that just constantly goes on. I don't know where they would take it from here, because as Hit Girl gets older and older, I don't know if the character, I think, loses something if she becomes an adult. It's not the same character anymore. She's not Hit Girl, she's Hit Woman, and I don't know, it loses some of its edge, I think. It's not to say that, adult women can't play in an action type role. It's just this particular character. That's what the appeal of this character is. That's the core of this character, is this young girl who kicks fucking ass. And it's less shocking if it's a woman doing it, because a grown woman beating someone up, that's a believable thing. Now, a 10-year-old girl, or in this case now she's like 13, 14, it's less believable of, a 10-year-old or 12 or 13-year-old girl taking out all these, big vicious thugs. So, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know if they're going to keep going with it or not. Part of me wishes they wouldn't. Part of me, another part of me says, well, I will go see it if they do a Kick-Ass 3. So, that's all I have for this one. Until next time, you all stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.